Hey, what's going on, YouTube? You guys enjoying the bloodbath? such a horrible scene out there. And you know what? I thought it's if this started Sunday night, 6, 7 o'clock in the evening. They just started pounding it, and just unbelievable. I mean, no markets were open, and this thing just fell apart. Not even China was open. China was dead for a whole week, I guess. So we didn't hear from them. Today, you can see, I'm not sure if this is today or not. I'm not even sure if it's been open yet. But since Sunday night, 6 in the evening, they just brought this thing down so hard. Unbelievable. But 1260 was the high, 1240 to, so this, they brought this thing down. I was hesitant to do a video because I wasn't sure if the bloodbath is going to end. I was waiting to see when they're going to stop dropping this thing. But, whatever they got to do to make themselves happy. The dollar is retracing. This is a weekly chart on the dollar. So the dollar's up. Gold and silver are down. Let's look at the daily on the gold. Or silver, excuse me. Such a bad scene, huh? Which I was afraid of. They brought it up way too hard, and it's just retracing way too fast. What bothers me on a daily, I believe it's a daily, that they brought it down and closed it Sunday night below the 8. So I was hoping for a bounce off the 8, keep this thing rolling. But now that it's below and they're still dropping it, I don't know when they're going to stop. It's getting late, so I was going to just do a video. It's really hard to catch a falling knife, and I wouldn't attempt to. But you got support here at 15.10, obviously at 15. Hopefully they don't bring silver all the way back down to its trend line on the daily, which is, what is that, 1450. That would suck. On a weekly, you can see that right shoulder coming in, though. Now remember, I always say the faster the consolidation or the completion of the right shoulder, the bigger the move. So let's hope for that. And on a weekly, it looks fine. I mean, yeah, they dropped this thing like a bad habit, but so we can get those lines lined up straight. It bounced off our target, right? And if they bring it all the way back to 15, below 15, 1480, let the weekly 8 and 13 rise. You can see why the retracement is so hard, is because it has to come back to its equilibrium. And remember a while back I said, as the 8 approaches the 34, watch the price come down. So maybe tomorrow we'll see another rise, and then as the 8 gets closer, we'll see another low. But we're still on a weekly. We're still, even though it's a holiday, a Sunday and a holiday, and they just did this in the middle of the night when no one's watching. No markets are open. Just weird. Anyways, we still have a higher a higher low so far. So if we go below 15, then we might be hurting. But this looks like a nice right shoulder forming, if you know what I'm talking about. The same on the gold. Now gold was a little bit a higher flyer, so who knows what they're going to do with this, but it's still strong. I imagine this thing on a weekly close will be closing on above 12. But they dropped this thing 50 points, no problem. Where are we? On a daily. It hurts me that they broke the 8. So we'll see where it stops. I'm not sure where it's going to stop. I mean, anything can happen. I figured I was going to wait for this gap to fill on the daily on the gold, but it definitely filled and it kept going. So we got some support here on the 13. If we look on the silver daily, it's the same thing. It's coming back to the 13. Hopefully the 13 will hold it. But then it's going to free fall to its equilibrium. And I really don't want to wait that long. So hopefully that doesn't happen. On a weekly gold, still have a higher low. If we can stay above this line here. And quite frankly, if it taps that line in the next couple days, it wouldn't bother me, but it's got to find support somewhere. We got support here, here, and here, right? So below those lines, we're breaking in below, and it's a free fall. So hopefully, as you can see on gold though, how the 8 and the 13 are coming across here. Hopefully by the end of the week we can get the 8 and the 13 above the 34, bounce, get that right shoulder. You can see the reverse head and shoulder coming in. It's brutal, but the quicker this, I mean, it's quick already. They pounded this thing. Get a quick U out of this thing, and this is where the volatility comes in after the breaks. After it breaks that weekly, it's wow. What else? Like I said, the dollar is retracing. So the dollar's up, gold and silver down. One thing I want everyone to notice and to pay attention to, I wish I had some money in the market right now. This looks awesome. You got a little weekly reverse head and shoulders. Watch a previous high break and take a ride. That's what I would do. Looks strong already. I don't know if it's ready per se, but you can see the reverse head and shoulders. If it was me on this, you can take it two ways. You can make sure you stay above the 8, or you can wait and take a previous high break. The reason being is because there's probably a lot of ups and downs in between. They might, you know, the big boys might shake you out. But taking a previous high break, so if the price comes up to here, we'll have that flat top, because you can see that one pattern I love, crossing the 34, coming down to retrace. This is the bullish retracement. Best buy is right here. Second best buy is probably, I would say, up here. And then the sketchy, you know, I'm a professional badass, is riding that 8 all the way up. I like the support, and I like the break from here. So what is that? 213. 5 points away. 5.5 points away. Some nice news is this investing.com put in the currency categories the Bitcoin USD chart. So I'm going to follow that. I didn't even notice it until the other day, and pretty awesome. I also drew some lines in here to see the pattern. Broke out of the pattern on the weekend. You can see the failure to meet the bottom of the pattern. So what do we call that? Bullish, extra bullish. So it breaks out. Now it's retracing. Let me take out these lines. But looks nice. It's a kind of a fresh new chart, so there's not a lot of data. But you can see where it crossed. And this is a pretty bullish. You can see that the retracement was minimal after it broke up. I'm not saying it won't come down to here, but if it can stay above the 8 on a weekly, it's good to go. I mean, 455.5 is the major break. So it's pretty cool. Bitcoin, I think it's pretty awesome that investing.com put that on there. Crude, on a daily it's trying to break its trend, but on a weekly you can see how much work it has to do. So basically nothing to see here. It might retrace to its 8 or 13 and back off again. Might need some more time before it can get back up to its equilibrium up here. But it does have a double bottom. And watch for a previous high break. And breaking in the previous lows. And it can get back up to 40, but it looks pretty weak. S&P did a little retracing, but same as the crude, and don't know where it's going to stop retracing. But remember last week we made it all the way down to 18, so it's bouncing 100 points on the S&P. So it's a very nice bounce, and it's continuing. Look for a stop at 19. So it's got another 10 points. Maybe some more sideways action before it can reach up to its 2,000 mark. But as we've been watching, this thing is really bearish, right? We opened into the into below our trend, so I'm very bearish on this. It's just retracing. Hopefully it won't last too much longer, as it will be a signal for gold and silver to take off again, as well as the dollar stops retracing. Hopefully we can get another bounce out of silver and gold. So keep your wits about you, and just look at the long-term pattern. That right shoulder that I was wondering where it was this whole time, there it is. Huge retracement. And on silver, that is a huge bullish retracement, right? On gold, huge. Hopefully it'll stop at this line here. Hopefully it won't go past this line here. And you can see it has a little tiny bounce right now. But hopefully the bleeding has stopped, and tomorrow will be a better day. But wonderful show. The volatility is here, so be careful. Thank you for everyone for subscribing. It looks like I picked up over 100 last month, which is, to me, it's unbelievable. Surpassed 500 in a snap. It kind of just sliced through my 500 mark. So I appreciate you guys here, and hopefully I can keep performing. And let me know what's going on out there, and please share and like. And thank you for watching.